So the next thing that we have to do, I think we need to rig him. He's all tied together. He's all parented. And this needs to be a cloth. Let's go to physics here. We're going to click cloth. Yeah, the tie just falls. We need to add a vertex group. Let's go to data. We're going to add a new vertex group. We're going to call it pins. And then let's go to weight paint. We want this part to be completely stitched. And now we want to go to shape and we hit pin group pins. And there. So that should hold them together. There we go. Yep. Just keep collision on for the body. And then we need to turn collisions on. And let's bring it down to 0.01. Hey, there we go. That's better. Let's actually go 0.001 like that. Yeah. Okay. Yay. We got to work. Perfect. So now he should still be tied to this. So is he not tied? Here. We hit Shift G, hit parent. Yeah, so he should be parented. Why isn't he moving with it though? That's a problem. Oh, okay. So cloth simulation ignores object parenting during playback. Okay, so I have to drive it with an armature. Got it. Okay, got it. All right. Well, then let's go ahead and rig him. Armature. Okay. Okay, we have our tie functioning. We have our armature built. I need that coffee in me. All right, let's parent with automatic weights. Let's see how that does. Hey, not bad. Not bad. Some of the weights need to be changed, but that's not a bad start for the legs. The legs look pretty good. That looks pretty good. That's pretty good. Honestly, these all look pretty good. I think I need to flip this. I think I need to go to edit and then hit Alt F. There we go. And then go back to pose mode. Yeah, there we go. All right, we need some material so that we can kind of differentiate and like define what it all looks like. And let's pull this up and go to shader editor. Okay, we want a diffuse shader to RGB. Color ramp. Set this to constant. Okay. And then we want this to be a blue of some kind. And we'll do like a darker shade of blue. And then we'll do one more dark shade of blue, like a really dark, like that. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's go to blue. Just grab all these, copy, go to black, paste. And then we're just gonna change the colors here. There we go. Yeah. Let's change this to black as well. Now I want him to have that kind of like wooden feel. I think we should make him like a wood texture. We're gonna take a bite of some pineapple and papaya. It's essential to the process. I think we can do something like stone and then we'll duplicate it. So let's duplicate this and call it wood. We have our noise. We need the color to be like kind of like a tannish blonde. Let's do a smart unwrap. There we go. And then we need to distort. There we go. Let's add mapping. Let's do a vector map. Boom. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Colors need to change a little bit. And the detail needs to go down, I think. The distortion being around here is good, but let's scale the Z is what I'm thinking. Oh, the X rather. And then scale the Y. Yeah. That looks really nice. I like that a lot. All right, let's open up our armature here. Let's go to weight paint and then let's go to vertex groups. All right, head. So I think the issue is that there's still too much weight on the neck here. Okay, he turns much more properly now. Now we have to fix this right here. Weight paint. Yeah, there's too much weight. I wanted to ignore this entirely, honestly. There, now it ignores that. That's perfect. We need to add armature constraints because we want them to only be able to turn certain directions. So when I am testing the rotations here on the X, I have to click X like this. So I hit R for rotate, and then I hit X to rotate on the X. But right now it's set to the global, right? It's set to the global X. So you tap X again, and then it goes to the local. You can tap X again, and it goes to the gimbal. This is the gimbal rotation. So world, local, and the local is what we want. See, local Y is actually this way, and so that's why it was acting all messed up. I'm learning. I am learning so much. Let's go with the music. He's feeling the music. All right, our rotations are set in place.
1 hour later.
This is getting crazy. We are going to go back to our armature. We wasted enough time trying to do this. I'm abandoning the ragdoll effect. We don't need to do. We're just going to manually animate it. I don't need an extensive ragdoll system. I thought it was going to be easier than that. It's not. So we're going to do something a lot simpler, right? I'm sure the ragdoll thing would have been really, really sick, but it's gonna take too much time to, when I can just animate it like this. If I can just get the weights right, I can just animate it like this. I'll animate it manually. I'll make his pose dynamic and look cool. It's a very small, like, it's like basically an A to B animation. And so we're gonna have like this pose and then this pose, and maybe we'll add like a parented spin to it or something like that. And then that's it. So I don't need a dynamic, like, fall animation that makes him flop and such. Like, I'm just gonna manually do it. It'll save time. And we won't have to go crazy. I wasted a good like hour and a half today trying to figure out the ragdoll thing, only to abandon it. So I had to weigh my options. I had to weigh my strategy, and I'm glad I'm gonna go this route. I kind of wish I hadn't wasted all that time trying to figure it out, but it is what it is. All right, we'll see if we can problem solve next time. That'll be all for today. I'm a little bit weight painted out of my mind. So we'll get it done. We'll get it done Monday. Monday we should have this thing rigged up and get into a cool pose. Today was just a lot of weight paintings. It's kind of boring, but you know, it is what it is. It's part of the process. So we'll get there. We're getting there. Don't worry. We're gonna get there. Just take some time. It takes a lot of time, but yeah.